Hello everyone, my name is Charity and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. If you'd like to know more about these readings, all the info is in the description box below. If you want to add your energy, just hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you to be a part of the collective. Alright, this is going to be a general overview tarot reading for the Aries collective. Alright, let's get into this for you. Spirit, please show me what's going on for Aries. Please show me what's going on for Aries. Please show me. Aries, please and thank you. Please show me what's going on here for Aries. What's going on here for Aries? Okay. What's going on for Aries? Okay, we have Judgment, Temperance, the Lovers, okay. We have the King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Fool. All right. Okay, so here we are starting out with, straight away with Judgment, Temperance, and the Lovers. So there is lessons that had to be learned here within a strong Lovers connection that you were a part of. And you've been doing the work here with Temperance. You over a span of time here with Temperance, you've done some really good inner healing, and you've been learning a lot of lessons that have been attached to a Lovers connection that you were a part of. And the Lovers, this is a, it is a magnetic connection. But also, you're making the judgment call here, to heal yourself as well, and heal you're just really learning these lessons that were a part of this, but you're also, being patient with yourself, having compassion for you, but also, this connection. And there were a lot of lessons here, but also, you, over time here with Temperance, you have really done that inner work, that had to do with this connection that you were a part of. So you definitely know, you've had enough time to know what direction this Lovers connection is going. Now here we have the King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You put good energy into this with the King of Wands here. You you really have been working through a lot of past pain here with the Five of Cups. You know, there is regret, remorse, grief from loss of this connection. And you've been working through this. And, you know, you are feeling better here as the Queen, as the King of Wands. Because you've been doing the work. You know, you've been learning those lessons, you know, over time that you needed to learn from that lover's connection. And you've really been doing a lot of inner work. And so you are feeling better. And you have been really working through, you know, the past pain here. And, you know, the regret, the sadness, the grief of this loss of this connection. So that's good that you are working through this pain here. And I'm glad that you are feeling better. That's wonderful. You know, when you do the work, it shows. It really does. You know, and yeah, you resisted this breakage from this connection. You know, I think you really tried with that connection. I think you showed it patience. I think you really tried to heal, not just yourself, but I think you tried to heal that connection. But it just didn't go in that direction. You know, and you did. You were resistant here to this breakage of this connection. You know, you didn't want to be open to that. But like I said, you're doing the work and you are starting to feel better. You know, the Page of Wands here, you're getting to a place where you are opening up just a little bit, you know, just a little. Because you are still working through some of this pain from this connection. But this connection, you know, it did end, or at least you and this person are physically separated here with the Five of Pentacles. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, you and this person are not together. I don't know your relationship status with this person. I just know it was a strong connection, and you've been working through the pain and healing, you know, from lessons that were learned from that connection. But there was, it did end up breaking, that connection did. And you and that person are physically separated, like I said. But you resisted that, I think, for a while. You didn't want to be open to that breaking. But you know, you've been working through this abandonment, and you are starting to get to a place where you're opening up a little bit right here. And, you know, there's something that's got your attention, because here we have the Three of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. You know, you want to start to build something here with the Three of Pentacles. Yes, it can mean friendship, but also it can be, you know, the beginning of a business. It could be the beginning of a project, collaboration with someone, or it could be the beginning, building blocks to a romantic relationship. But, you know, you're really wanting to start to build here. You are empowered. Now, it is possible that this Empress is the person that you want to start building something with here. And you are the Knight of Wands. You're really excited about this. That is possible. But please reverse energies as it applies. But yeah, you are excited. You're passionate here. You're ready to take action and start to build with this person. And if this person isn't you, then this person, regardless if it's you or them, this is someone who is empowered. Someone who is nurturing, loving, caring, productive. Someone who knows who and what they want to invest in, and you want to invest in this person. And yeah, you're excited as the Knight of Wands. You're just ready to go here. And like I said, if the Empress is you, then you're just, you're stepping into your empowerment here. And you want to, start building with someone, whether that be a friendship, the beginning building blocks to a romantic relationship, or that be, a new project that you're wanting to start, a collaboration of some sort, start of a business. Like I said, I do believe it is, you wanting to start to build a relationship with someone. That is the energy that is here. But, it is a collective reading, and this is a general overview reading. So, take it as it resonates for you. Down here, we have the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Fool. You are manifesting here, but you're also going back and forth with the Two of Pentacles about a new beginning, about opening up and being the Fool and taking a leap of faith here, and starting out on this new adventure. You really want it, with the Magician, but you're hesitant here with the Two of Pentacles, which, is understandable from where you come from. You ended, a strong connection, and you've been healing and really, working through past pain, grief, and regret as well. And also, you've been working through abandonment here. So it is understandable that you are, a little bit hesitant with the Two of Pentacles about, opening up, taking this leap of faith towards this person. You could also be trying to figure out, how to fit this, or how this fits in your life with the Two of Pentacles. But I think it's more so that you're hesitant, to open up and be the Fool because of where you're coming from. But you are manifesting. So I just want to say, make sure you know what you're manifesting, what you want to manifest. You do need to be clear on that before you start manifesting. You are manifesting this, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I should be manifesting this new beginning and being the Fool and opening up. So you're just kind of being hesitant. You really know what you want to do. Absolutely. You're excited here to start building something with this person and take action with the Knight of Wands. But yeah, you're manifesting this, but you are being a little hesitant about this new beginning. Like I said, about opening up and being the Fool and starting this new adventure. But that is normal from where you came from. So just know that, you know what you want to do, but it is understandable from where, like I said, you've done a lot of healing though. You really have put in the work there with Temperance. And you really have worked through that past pain and, you know, abandonment and stuff. So just remember that, you know, it might not feel like you know, maybe you don't feel like you have made as much progress as you have, but you have. You have definitely made a lot of progress here. So just continue working, you know, continue healing and continue moving forward, and, you know, things will fall into place. They will. Yeah, you know, here we have no mud, no lotus. Take a note from the beautiful lotus, which defies the mud and murky waters to rise to the water's surface, to show its beauty. Overcome adversity by blooming where you are. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and like I said, this Empress absolutely could be you. You know, it could be you stepping into your empowerment here. So, like I said, you know, reverse energies as it applies. You definitely want to start building with someone, though. And you're ready to take action. You're excited to. And you're manifesting this. But it can be a little scary starting a new beginning. Absolutely, it can be. But I think you're just questioning whether you should be manifesting this, you know, to open up and have this new beginning. But yeah, you know, absolutely awaken. It's time to awaken to a new day and a new you. You're no longer a caterpillar. You're a butterfly. Yes. You are a butterfly, Aries. Like I said, you've been doing the work. You know, you have healed a lot. You know, so give yourself credit for that. Yes, and be patient, absolutely. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. Yeah, absolutely. And here we have challenge. It says, are you up to the challenge? Just because things look hard or impossible doesn't mean they cannot be conquered or overcome. You got this. Absolutely. Yeah, you got this. You do. You got this for sure. Yeah, and, you know, here we have pride. It says, never be too proud to ask for help. Everyone needs a little help every now and again, even you. That's very true. So, yeah, if you need help, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask for support or help. Yeah, you're moving on. You are. In order to gain closure and healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations we cannot change. That's very true. And this is what you're doing. You know, you learned a lot of lessons within this lover's connection here. You know, you've really done a lot of inner growth and healing because of that connection. And, you know, I know you tried to heal that connection, but it wouldn't, you know, it just, for whatever reason, there's just either too much past pain. You know, you would know why, but it would not change. You know, that person, that relationship, that it would not change, you know. So yeah, we have to gain closure and healing for ourselves by moving on from people and things that will not change. And this is what you're doing, even though it's difficult, you know. You know, it is a challenge for you, but you're moving forward. You are. And here we have desperation. Never do anything out of desperation, because in doing so, you may never regain your dignity or your reputation. Yeah, that's true. You know, whoever you whoever was in that connection with you, you know, if they are trying to get you back, you know, just be careful. Don't do anything out of desperation. And here we have suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. We all make mistakes, and we can't always have things our way. Now that you know that, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, you know, I know that this isn't how you wanted this to go, but unfortunately, you know, this is how it went. And yeah, you know, I know you have regrets here. I know you do. I know that there's remorse, regrets here. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And yeah, you know, everything can't go our way in life. So once we find that out, you know, it's our responsibility, you know, to take the steps to move forward, to move on, to heal. And you are doing that. You are, you know, you really are. So continue to heal and continue to work through this, because you will get to a good place. You know, you will get to a place where you won't be hesitating, manifesting a new beginning here for yourself, and, you know, manifesting to open up and be the Fool. So just, you know, just be mindful. You are making progress. Yeah, and here we have pearls before swine. Be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted and are unworthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness. Yeah, you know, that person that you were in that connection with, you know, they were just unworthy of your gifts. They took you for granted, and, you know that now, and all you can do is, you know, heal from that and take them lessons with you, and move forward, and yeah, take that lesson and make sure you save your best for those people who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and they will return it in equal measure. And I feel like that might have been one of the problems here. I don't think it was balanced. It wasn't fair. Something like that. You know, I think you put a lot into that, and I don't think you got back near what you put in. So yeah, just be careful, you know, not to give your best self to the wrong people. And yes, people can be deceiving. People can trick us, you know, pretend like they're people that they're not. And then we later find out that could have been what happened here. That could be why you have regrets here and feel like you made a mistake, you know, and continue to work through that, okay? You know, we don't always know everything, so, you know, you've learned a lot from this, though. You've gained a lot of wisdom here. Here we have unique. When the Creator made you, she broke the mold. There is not another person on earth like you. Celebrate being different. Yes, absolutely, honey. Celebrate being different and unique. Absolutely. Individuality is a wonderful thing. All right, let's get a couple of these for you. Anything in here that would be good? Okay, here we have a line. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You know, you have really learned a lot. You've gained a lot of wisdom. I know you resisted this break, you know, this I know you resisted this ending for a while. This is repetitive, the Nine of Wands. So over and over you resisted, you know, knowing and allowing this to end, to break from this person. You resisted that, but you know, this person would not change. This relationship, whatever it was, situation, it would not change. You know, so you have to move on, and you know, it is best to align. I know it's not easy, but you, like I said, you're learning so much. So, you know, try to align and surrender and trust. You know, the universe has got your back, even if it doesn't feel like it at this current moment. You're going to look back on this and realize that this is what was best for you. Yeah, a fresh start. That's why I'm saying, honey, there's a whole new beginning here for you. You know, you've been hesitant about it, but you've been manifesting a new beginning. You have been. You know, so you're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Yes, absolutely, honey. You have to align, you know, trust that this fresh start, you know, is correct for you, because this is a gift from the universe. This is going to be a big opportunity for you. You know, so try to open up fully to this gift and allow yourself to embrace this new life. I really feel that your life is going to be amazing. I do. I feel like there's a lot of good things coming to you in the near future. So, you know, please continue moving forward. And this is what you want. It is. You know, it's just hard to move on, especially when, you know, a connection was magnetic and it was a lover's connection, you know. But not all lovers connections are healthy. You know, sometimes they're there to teach us things, to gain experience and learn lessons. And this is what this connection was. You know, it really allowed you to do a lot of inner healing over time here with Temperance. You know, the lovers, you know, this is not just, you know, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's physical, and it's mental. And it has to be a balance of all of those for it to be healthy. So like I said before, I feel like there wasn't a balance here within that connection. And it just wasn't sustainable. Yeah, and here we have give. It says, one of the best feelings we can experience is given to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way that you can give to another today. Yeah, absolutely. You know, everyone, it's a good good reminder for everyone. You know, we should try to give more if we're able to, you know, because it helps everybody. It lifts us up, but it also, you know, it helps other people too, and brings them happiness and help. So yeah, try to give a little more where you can if you're able, but you know, just be careful. Don't give too much. You have to have a healthy balance. Absolutely. Yeah, you're going through a lot of healing at this time. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and open heart. Yeah, you are. You're going through a lot of changes, a lot of healing, but you are making progress. You're making a lot of progress, actually. You know, you're not too far away from this new beginning. You're not. You know, if you allow yourself to align and really surrender and open up fully to this new opportunity, this fresh start, you know, things are going to fall into place for you rather quickly. Here we have believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life and you will do exactly that. Yes. There you go. Yeah, there's something, you know, there's something you want to start building here. You know, believe in yourself, honey. Absolutely. Believe in your dreams, no matter what they are. Whether that involves another person, a relationship, you know, starting a new business, you know, anything. Just believe in yourself. Absolutely. Believe in yourself and your dreams. It is so important. All right, Aries. Well, this is all I have for you today. I really hope that this helped you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to donate, the info is in the description box below. If you choose to do so, it's very much appreciated. I'm sending love and light to all, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.